So one of the things I do to stay uh, losing weight is, well, I'm also trying to preserve muscle. Um, it's hard to do in a deficit, so I take a lot of supplements, and I take a decent amount of protein because when you're on a cut, it's a little hard to preserve muscle, so you have to do everything you can. There are some supplements that I take, like conjugated linoleic acid, forskolin, Garcinia cambogia, those things right there. These are a couple of the supplements I take, and this is just a probiotic. Um, anyway, so one of the things I do is I take protein powder. Well, so we're going to discuss these two here. You have the Orgain organic protein plant-based powder, and you have the Carbwise, or by Zone Perfect, the Carbwise line. It's low carb, and it's also in my favorite flavor, fruity cereal, Fruit Loops. As you can see from the front here, this protein powder here. It's got a little bit more protein in it than the plant-based one. Typically, that's because this is a whey and casein protein. To any animal-based protein, pretty much is going to be more bioavailable than a plant-based one. But we're going to go to the macros here. We're going to go to the back, and we're going to take a look at it, and you're going to see kind of the advantages and disadvantages. So you see the nutrition facts. One of them is 150 calories. One is 160. They're both 2 scoops. I don't do 2 scoops of either one. I do 1. So it's really a matter of 10.5 grams of protein versus 15 grams of protein. I only do 1 because I like to get most of my protein from my actual food sources. Now, if you look on the back here, you also see that it says the serving size is 46 grams for the plant-based one, and 39 grams for the animal-based. So you're actually consuming more powder on the plant-based one for 9 grams less protein. Now, if you look at the ingredients on the plant-based one, you're going to notice the first one's an organic pea protein and brown rice with and chia seeds. The reason why they have to mix the brown rice and the pea protein is because most plant-based proteins are not a complete source of protein, whereas the whey ones are, or the animal-based. So you have to generally, and as far as like the vegan proteins or plant-based, the mix is usually always going to be a pea protein and a brown rice protein, because them two together, 70% pea protein, 30% brown rice, actually do create a complete protein. So both of these powders are sources of a complete protein. They're not bad, either one of them. I actually prefer the Zone Perfect. It's got a little bit more calories in it, and it's got, but with one serving, we're talking 75 grams of, or 75 calories to 80 calories. It's only 5 calorie difference for me because I only use one scoop. The Zone Perfect tends to mix a little bit better, and I just prefer it more because there's something called the anabolic window. So essentially, what you want to do is get 20 grams of protein in within the first hour of your workout. I get 15 just because I take other supplements that have protein in them already. So like spirulina, chlorella, stuff like that. So it doesn't really, it evens out for me. I do like the Orgain. I'll have that one at nighttime, just because it's a plant-based protein, so it's a little harder to, takes longer to digest. So I'll have that one at nighttime before I go to sleep. That's why I do 1 and 1. Is throughout the day I have 2 shakes, and I don't want to load up and have 400 calories worth of protein shakes. I would rather have, 160 or whatever it is, 155 calories, as opposed to 300 or 400 calories worth of protein shakes. Because one of the things you don't want to do when you're in a deficit is, you don't want to drink your calories, dude. You're already eating less than you normally eat. So you kind of want to eat your calories. You don't want to drink them. So that's why I do 1 and 1, is because I have 1 shake post workout. I'll have a scoop of this one, and then before bed I'll have a scoop of this one, just to kind of have a slower digesting protein in my system at night. This one is a whey protein concentrate, so it's got the lactose and stuff in it. I gotta cut my nails. It's also a milk protein isolate, so that means that it's gonna have a decent amount of casein proteins too, which are also slower digesting. And when I mix these, I do mix them with water or almond milk later.